So I apologise, I'm a little bit rusty, but it's always a pleasure. Really hope you're enjoying the coverage tonight. LDLC looking good in this one. We'll be selecting the side. Now, which side do they want to play on first? That is the question. Looks like they're going to be restarting, so LDLC deciding to stay on the terrace. Oh, wow. Really threw me there, didn't you, boys? Okay, they're going to be swapping over. CT side for the French on the defense to begin. We're live into this one. Going to be purchasing here. A couple of Kevlars bought off for Publiclir. Not very many grenades here, just 2 flashbangs and a smoke on hatches. So I think they're going to be going for quite an aggressive rush strategy somewhere. And it looks like long is the designated rush place. And is this kind of a weird fake or something? The bomb is not with them, the bomb is at middle. It's a very interesting strategy. I do not know what's going on so far. It looks like they're faking long, showing all of their players, and then going all the way back to short or something, meeting the bomb carrier in middle. Meanwhile, they've got one in lower. So this is the plan. They're going to be going up short now. Matt is in a great position to do work, though. Does a lot of damage. Devil comes in with 2 because they were worrying about Matt. Brilliant play by Devil to find a 3rd in this one. Matt comes in, and Fuchs also chimed in. Fantastic start to LDLC's Dust 2. Doesn't get much better than that. Weird strategy from Publiclir. Really weird. I'm not sure why they would bother faking long if they're going to push short anyway. Because all that faking would do is and you know, encourage the CTs to rotate from the B or from mid, so they'd be on that site anyway. I'm not really sure what they were thinking. Here comes the eco smash, and it certainly is that, as they do not pick up a single frag. Well, Kabom took down Matt, but sure you won't mind. So LDLC with a very, very strong start here. And it's interesting as well why the players just bought Kevlar and didn't really buy any grenades. No flashes, smokes. For instance, smoke at double doors, at mid doors, would have really helped them there, because Matt had such a great angle. So they really had to worry about Matt on crossing over on short, which allowed Devil free space to hit his shots, and he hit them very well. So yeah, what a great start for Public here. Let's see if they can get themselves back into this one when they purchase the guns. And you opt in to stay with an MP9. As we see another slaughter over at long. This time, it's flawless. LDLC don't drop a single member. That's the best possible start they could have hoped for here, having lost their map, the Inferno, to the Swedes. And here we go, crunch time. Publiclir buy up 5 AKs. A lot of smokes and a reasonable amount of flashbangs. Now, where do they want to go with this? And or Zend into tunnels. By the way, they're still playing with 2 stand-ins. Still missing Quicks and Zit on Public's side. Kabomas and Zend doing them the favour of playing. So bear that in mind, especially on the T side as well. Like I said previously, I always think it's harder to play the terrorist side with stand-ins. Certainly harder on the CT side as well, but I think it's even more of a hindrance on the side of terrorists. So bear that in mind. Can't be too harsh on them. They actually won the first map, so they've been doing pretty well with these stand-ins. Maybe the 2 will come back from work and they'll just say, you know what, you can have the night off. No, I'm only joking. So a slow round for Publiclir. Just want to feel them out. Make sure they don't run into any traps when they do decide to push wherever they want to push. They need to get control of Cat, though, if they want to have any chance in pushing this A-bomb site. Cat or short, such an important place on Dust 2 for terrorists to have control of. Of course, we see so many mid-B splits these days, and of course, we're going to be seeing one right now as they smoke off the CT area. Can all open things up? He does. Matt with far too late to the party there. He tried to bounce a flashbang off the wall, but he did it in such a way. He was so exposed there. Zend is going to take down Body without getting a single kill. So the B defense is just smashed as Zend finds another headshot onto Devil. The Standard doing great work, like I said, and now it's just Tanu and Fox. Let's see what they can do in this situation. It's going to be extremely difficult for them to claw this one back as they trade evenly. Danu's got his pistol out, but he's turning around. He's going to give the free kill to Kabom. Shows the wrong angle. And that's going to be around for Publica. The first time they buy, the first time they win. LDLC did not have the answer for that B-split push. Certainly a misplay there at the start with Matt falling. He needs to be getting those flashbangs out a lot sooner. Or just sit further back. Far too easy for Publica to get that kill, and of course it opens up the B-bomb site so much. Because with it being a split, they're already pushing through tunnels. So Body has to worry about at least 3 angles. Doors, window and tunnels. Not an easy situation to be in. So dropping that early man really opened things up for Publica. Obviously we'll have to work on that. I think that's a flash kill from Tanu, so that's certainly a good answer. Take note, he was able to afford that AWP, so they did have that tremendous start. They were able to accumulate a lot of cash. Publica, on the other hand, having won that first round, will have reset their lost round bonus. Their money isn't too fantastic, so monetary pressure turned up a little bit on both sides, actually. LDLC lost the round, they did buy up, but this time if they lose, it'll be tricky for them. Body gets 2 terrorists pushing through the mid doors. Locks them out of existence as Publica decide we're going to be pushing this B-bomb site then. Zend keeps on bringing the big plays. Takes down Matt. Can Devil answer back? It looks like he'll be able to. Zend falls. And with that, it's just Kabom. He does have the bomb. But he has 4 to find and not much time to do it. It's going to be extremely difficult for him. Body does the wise thing and pushes through. Kabom made it expensive though, so fair play to him. He got 2 frags in that. Which is a pretty good result considering. But that's going to force a rebuy on 2 LDLC players. So we can't understate that because look at Devil's money. It's only 4,000. He's going to be on the FAMAS. As opposed to a rich M4 wielding CT. He's now got a pretty poor FAMAS wielding one. A good play there from Kabom. Oh, and Maxi with the scout headshot. Certainly a good start in this one. And Tanu with the AWP posted up on long, a bit too static. Only got the 1 frag, so Publica on a bit of a mixed buy. I say a bit, a very mixed buy. A scout and a couple of pistols and an AK. They're in a 4-on-3 situation, so tremendous start by them. Can Matt bring back the numbers? He is tagged, but from range with a pistol, so nothing really to shout about. He's on 93 HP and Body answers. Onto or finds that frag. Devil gets replied by Zend though. Zend is on a mission this map so far. 2-on-2. Plenty of time. And it's Kabom with the frag. Body was not expecting that. Now Zend. I don't know if he knows where Matt is. Matt's walked up, finds the frag onto Kabom. So far so good. Lands the second one as well. Zend comes in and comes up big for LDLC. Picking off both players single-handedly in that 2-on-1. Big round to win there for LDLC. Had they not won that, I would have hazarded a guess they would have been on eco. Publica been in a very strong position. But instead they're in a 5-1 position, a 4-round deficit and no money. So hats off there to the clutch play. Tech 9's not a surprise, such an OP pistol still. So they're going to be going for a bit of a B play. Or not, they're going to be going down to low. And actually there's nobody in mid. If they want to push short, now would be a great time to do it. They're going to be pushing through mid, which is also a good place to push. Although, they're going to be pincered in. As one of the LDLC players did rotate into CT and they've left B with just 1 defender. So there's going to be 2 covering mid. But there's Maxi going to work with the Tech 9 already. It's replied by Tanu. But that will sort of favour the terrorists. They do not have the gun still though. And picking up that frag early by Tanu means they do not have the chance of retrieving that AK. His Body under a lot of pressure. Too much for him to really handle. He couldn't get much done there. He got the 1 frag. And now I think it's Matt in this B-bomb site. Starts things off well. Gets the first. Can he get the second? Yes, he can. Flicks it to his pistol. And gets the third. Nicely done by Matt. Somebody who in the tough positions has really stepped up for LDLC so far. And that's going to be 6-1, ladies and gentlemen. LDLC with a fantastic Dust 2 performance so far. Publica have just lost in those big moments, those big clutch plays. Largely down to Matt, actually. Even though Zen's going ham with those early picks. Speaking of early picks, a nice bit of aggression there from LDLC. Catch Zen off guard. Something they haven't done so far. And Maxi overextends on his own. He just ran out on his own there. So a bit of a miscommunication, possibly. Be a bit of a statement. Maybe we can read from that Max is getting a little bit frustrated with his team. He just wants to run out and get the kills. Not following orders, I don't know. Misplay anyway we look at it. Matt finds Orr. We're into a 5-on-2. LDLC firmly in the driving seat. Both hands on the steering wheel. And they are deciding where this one is going right now. Might be an eco coming out for Publica as well if they do not win this one. Of course, they have the lost round bonus so far, though. So they'll be getting 3-6. Might be 3-4. Oh, forgive me. Said I was rusty. 7-1 then. LDLC commanding this position. Match pause. So this might be a tactical one from Publica. Trying to work out what they can do to infiltrate the amazing defense of LDLC so far. Or maybe some more issues. We'll keep you updated as soon as we find out. So yeah, 74% of you. Okay, we've got a bit of a loss, which means loss is usually something to do with like a lot of traffic or something on your internet. So just some internet issues. Hopefully will be resolved as soon as possible. A lot of you voting for LDLC on CS:GO Lounge. You betted for them in your numbers, 74% for LDLC. So Publica, having taken that first map, probably putting a lot of you on edge, but this is probably a lot more like what people were expecting. LDLC looking dominant, looking very, very good as a team, hitting the important shots when it matters in this clutch positions, and Publica have really struggled to get a foothold in this one. I must say they haven't really challenged short yet. They haven't really pushed Cat at all. Of course, these days you can often find quite an easy a bomb plant if you get your smokes correct. At a bomb site pushing short, so it might be something worth considering for them. Of course, they did push short first round, didn't they? But they got shut down. We're just trying to get things moving here. And Devil's back in. I think we're going to be going live again. So, apologies for the delay. Here we go. Back into the semi-final of the CS Arena Invitational Showdown. Brought to you by Hitbox and CS:GO Lounge. Hoping his internet sorted out, we can carry on problem free as with just Tech 9s and heavily, well, they're actually heavily equipped with Kevlar helmet. Just going to be rushing through mid though. Is that such a great idea without any smokes? I'm not too sure it is, as Matt and Devil decimate them. So now comes in for one as well. No smokes? That's a really curious decision, and it's not the first time we've seen a lack of coordination from Publica. Cast your mind back to the first round. A lack of smoke at mid-door really hindered their progress pushing short. Here again, they didn't smoke off CT. It's very easy smoke to do. And they bought Tech 9s and Kevlar helmet, so they certainly had money for it. Yeah, curious decision. Not one I'm overly fond of, and it certainly didn't work out for them. So 8-1, LDLC continue their dominant display here on Dust 2. And this time around leaving B pretty much a lot more open with just one CT there posted up for LDLC. They may be anticipating an A play here. Got one man in CT, which will allow fast rotate, but middle is an area that needs defending a lot at the time, has it? CT. So, yeah, very eccentric play here from LDLC, but they've read this one very, very well. That's Publica lining up finally for a short play. Now, what I want to see here is a good array of smokes and flashes. Body's in a really cheeky position, actually. He's boosted up on the box. But here comes the push from Publica, and a lack of smokes will allow Tanu the early kill. But Zend answers back immediately, which is, of course, important. Devil is still alive and kicking, though. So is Fox, finds the frag. Body comes in with one as well. Kabom finally gets something done for Publica, but it's not enough as he falls to the M4 of Devil. And something we've seen time and time again. Publica pushing with a lack of smokes, a lack of flashes, and gets shut down. LDLC saying, no, not today. They secure themselves the 9th round. Their bank is looking pretty good. Publica are on 0 across the board, and that really paints the picture, doesn't it? LDLC have put up some really great results against top teams. They, I think, lost to Hellraiser 16-14 online. They pushed LDLC, the real LDLC, well, the parent LDLC, onto overtime, 25-22 or something like that. They've had some really good results against top teams. They're certainly a decent team themselves. They're pushing tier 2. They're comfortably tier 2, almost. Publica with some quite obvious problems, though, as Tanu opens up things onto Hatchet. Our body's just tapping away, exchanging fire across that mid area. Meanwhile, Publica have pretty much gained access to this A bomb site. Devil finds the 2 frags to shut them down quickly, though. Zen answers back, and that's important because that is now the defense shut down. But Zen drops down onto CT Suns. Really overzealous and maybe silly play by him. Gonna give away his life. Now Maxi finds the one, but you know, the positioning again, LDLC, they got 2 or 3 at once coming in. So even though Maxi finds that 1 kill, he's immediately returned. And that's going to be 10-1. LDLC just looking flawless. Publica, on the other hand, really struggling in this one, ladies and gentlemen. And we are countering another pause once again. Fingers crossed that this is just a brief little break. So make sure you go over to our Twitter at Hitbox CS Arena. Need some more followers on there. More content coming to you via this channel. More Counter-Strike on the way. Don't you worry about that. We got you covered. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. You'll be notified whenever we go live with a lovely tweet. And of course, an easy way of getting notified would be to follow us. So just, you know, exit full screen, move your mouse down a little bit onto the left and click. Very much appreciated if you want to follow us, and of course the subscribe option is there as well. Now my personal Twitter, I'll briefly mention, is at JonoCSGO, so feel free to go and add me as well. Content for a couple of channels. Getting back into it, I haven't casted for a while, but it really is a pleasure to be back in it. Just dust myself off, you know. I think we're just discussing what's going on here. I don't really keep track of what they're saying, so I don't know exactly what's happening. But our organizer just discussing with them, trying to get this resolved. If you tweet me, I will check it out. By the way, I do have my laptop open next to me. I can also see the chat. How do you feel about this so far? LDLC really coming back strong on Dust 2. Having lost that first map. Like, go, it's being called out. We're going to be going back into this one, so make sure you send me your thoughts and feelings on at JonoCSGO and at Hitbox CS Arena on Twitter. Hit me up. 10-1, LDLC amounting an amazing defense on this Publica's choice of map, having gone a map down. This is the semi-final. Whoever wins this will be carrying on tonight. And playing C player. We'll be bringing you coverage of that later on, so make sure you stay around for that one. So far, it's looking like it's going to be a third map, and that will be Overpass. So it's too early to call yet who's going to be going through, but LDLC looking incredibly good on Dust 2. Body, can he find this kill? No, he can't. Maxi will be the one clicking first, pulling that trigger of the AWP. Oh, if Al had shot then, if Al had shot then, he would have found a kill through that smoke. Go on, just click. He's not going to. Public are going to back out, go towards this mid area. Fox doing a bit of damage through, more than a bit of damage through long double doors. Finds the stand-in Zend. Going to equal the numbers back to 4-on-4. Public really need to make the most of these 4-on-4 situations. Classically, an even split of numbers will favour the terrorists because you will generally encounter less CTs wherever you push. Oh, and he gets footed. Maxi fluffs his shot. Tanu certainly doesn't. And the AWP battle goes the way of the French. That's probably going to be lights out in this round. It's going to be 11-1. Pretty much a stomping so far. Can Kabom do anything about it though? He might just see the head here. He doesn't see the head, but he's able to spray down ETR, who I don't know who he is. I think he's just joined. Sorry about that. I'll find out. That is going to be an LDLC round. Hatchet looking to save this AK. Just about managing so. That's going to be some money saved from him. But the rest of his team is just so poor. They're going to have to force up. That's going to be another round with a lack of grenades. A lack of weapons. As 2 Tech 9s are picked up. Something they've really struggled with, I think, is the control of the map for 1. So wherever they push, it's always defended. They haven't been able to get those early picks. And for 2, a lack of grenades. But here comes an early, very fast push into this B bomb site. So far, not so good as Body finds 3. Zend might be able to answer back with 1 frag. But if he does, he'll have to find 3 more. He only gets that 1. So yeah, pretty easy for LDLC in the end, just dropping 2 members, and then not even going to look twice at their bang. They're just going to be able to buy up incredibly easy here. And there's an early kill. I just turned around to see Body opens things up onto Maxi. That's not a great start for Publica. The Swedes are really, really struggling here on their map choice. Tanu will find a nice frag onto Or as well, posted up, ready for the angle, and he got the reaction off. So, yet again, in a favourable position. LDLC looking strong to close this one out, make it 13-1. At which point, all they need to really do is win the pistol round. They should be home and dry. Body and Tanu both with AWPs chime in. Double AWP setup for possibly the first time, I think. My memory serves me correctly. Sure, they've got enough money to do it. Why not? 13-1. Publica sat there scratching their heads. They've just come up against the brick wall. Haven't really found the means of knocking it down. Their only hope now is that they win this round, win the pistol, and put up their own brick wall and make it equally as strong or stronger than LDLC. Not an easy feat to do. Now Publica changing the pace up a little bit, changing the area of direction. All of them just in long area here. All 5 dialed in through double doors. LDLC are just going to go towards short instead, make sure that's locked down. If they push through and find out there's nobody in mid, then they're going to have an easy time defending long here. ETR, the new arrival in CT. Is he warmed up? That's the question. Tanu certainly is landing that first frag, but here comes the push from Publica. They need to get these frags, get this bomb site in their control. Zend comes in. Maxi also got a frag. ETR also got one there. Zend comes in for another, making this a 3-on-2. Matt and Zend is a little duel on shore here. Whoever comes on top could be pivotal, and it is Matt, but he's on 5 HP. Is that grenade going to do much? Puts Maxi onto 20. Maxi spins around and finds Matt, who was the lower member anyway. So if you want anybody to die, it's probably going to be him first. Now Body with his full HP, AK in hand. He needs to find the frag onto the AWP on the side. He does so, but Kabom was able to answer before Body trained his crosshair towards him. So good effort from Body, but Kabom kept his cool and got that frag. So 13-2, Publica double their round score at the end there. That just shows how much of a poor half it was. 13-2, like I say. LDLC in an incredibly strong position to close this one out, put us on to overpass. Fight for that spot in the final against C Play later on. ETR is a stand-in for Devil. That's who we're witnessing joining right now. Devil was playing pretty good, so that's a bit of a shame for DLC. But that's life, that's Counter-Strike. Problems are always strewn through, so they'll just have to carry on. Like I say, if they pick up this pistol round, they're in incredibly good stead to this whole map. Oh! With 2 kills, that was actually Maxi with 1, Zen comes in with 1 as well. Maxi with another one, brilliant stuff by them. And that is exactly how you answer to an awful terrorist, terrorist half. You win the first CT half flawlessly, hit some amazing shots. That could be the road back, but it's still a very long way, but a great start for them. Really nice USP aim there from everybody, really. Now ETR, the stand-in, taking point, did get a frag there, nicely done. The first click took him out. Maxi with his M4 is able to get 1, make that 2. Can it be a third? No, he can't. Tanu comes in with his Tech 9, getting 2 of his own. So we're in a 2-on-2. This is a very successful eco so far by LDLC. They want to just hit those brakes, slow it down, or they're going to just try and get a bomb plant early on, actually. Might have been a bit more sensible to rotate out, because they know Publiclir are going to be in this area. Hatchet finds Tanu. Can they get this bomb planted for the cash? I think they'll be able to. Eco round. Oh, they need to plant this bomb. Matt really needs to plant this bomb. They've had such a successful eco round so far. I guess he's just so confident he wants to go for the win. He's not really worried about money so far in this situation. I really would have recommended planting that bomb and getting the extra cash. They really would have given them the very best chance in taking an early victory, because they could have planted the bomb, maybe get an extra kill. They could have forced ball, considering Public's money would have been awful. Considering they'd won the first round, because they killed so many of them, they could have really pressed the issue, forced the issue. But no, opting to go for the round win, he loses. I guess I say not a problem, they are massively ahead here. So Publica, 4-13, closing that gap incrementally. Only way to do it though, step by step. LDLC pushing up short aggressively. By that I mean with a lot of pace here. They've already got up short, they've already got control of Cat. That's going to open things up for them. Hatchet spots out 1 in CT, takes 1 down, takes down a second. Nicely done by him with that M4. Of course, just against pistols and with back turn, but hitting his shots nevertheless. That's his 3rd and 4th. Hatchet with that aim practice against Eco and Eco'd up LDLC. Publica with 5 then. Finally, LDLC buy up. That's question for Publica. Can they put up such good defense against guns? We're about to find out. Having a quick look at chat. Back in the game. So LDLC actually missing a gun in the hands of Matt. Oh, he could have hit that headshot there. He wasn't too far off. And here comes a long play. Bomb answers things, opens things I should say up. As Matt is tapping away with his Tech 9. He actually gets 2 in the end because Maxi was in that smoke. He wasn't to know that, but he was able to get the kill anyway. Kabomb jumps up with his M4. Does a lot of damage onto body. But his body is made of steel and he just takes it. ETR in a good position to do damage. They've only got this angle covered as of yet on long. 3-on-3, but body's health is not going to be too great for him. ETR gets 1, then answers back. 2-on-2, body's still so low. And he falls. This is a 1-on-1 now. Fox is long. He needs to try and tap through this smoke. And he misses. So, Kabomb with the brilliant cover of the smoke and with the cherry on the top takes down Fox, which will pretty much decimate his bank account. Although he is on 4k. But if you die after the round timer ends, or after the bomb has been defused or blown up, you don't get any money given to you. Just keep what you've got. Able to rebuy no problem though for LDLC. They're with a very sizable lead, but looking human again. Publica with a pretty good defense so far. I think they've won every single CT round. They have indeed. So maybe they can put up their own brick wall and stop the French and do this in 2 maps. That would be very impressive if they were to do that, I have to say. LDLC seem to be going towards this mid area though. Kabom is also there though. Posted up with that M4. Crouch spray. Gets 2. Hatchet doing a lot of damage to body. He has to back out. That was not a good trade for LDLC. Now what do they do with such a damaged body and just Matt Fox left alive? Matt's going to try and be aggressive, make a play here. And he does actually manage to find Kabom. So hats off to him. Being aggressive and, you know, putting it on his own shoulders and going and making something happen. But in the meantime, for some reason, we had an LDLC player just run into B, shut down by Zen with ease because he didn't check the angle. He just ran in on his own. I don't know why he would assume B was empty, but you know, slowly mistakes are creeping in for LDLC. They're looking less and less unbeatable. Publiclir on the CT side, certainly emulating so far what was done to them, looking very good. So, LDLC possibly with their backs against the wall now. They're going to be on eco. Certainly won't add to their situation. Max is going to take a peek with this AWP and land that shot. Great reaction on a jumping to new. Not that easy to hit somebody when he's jumping sideways. Looks like a fast play through middle. Maxi still alive and kicking with the AWP though, going to town. As he gets another, can he make it 4? No, he can't. Zen's in the B though. He's going to take out Fox. And he missed his shot there, ETR. Had he hit that shot onto Zen, he might have found a bomb plant, but missing it, it was just sure death. And Publiclir secure their 8th round. LDLC now with their guns back in their hands. Do they want to go for a B rush here with this spawn? No, they don't. No fakes or anything yet. It's probably quite hard to fake on Dusty though. Harder than Inferno. We did see some plays by them on Inferno though. LDLC look kind of, forgive me for saying this, but more like a team. They look more coordinated in their pushes, more smokes and flashes, and more team synergy on show, in my opinion. Anyway, Kabom answers up onto Matt, giving them the early lead in this one. There's another kill coming in for them, so the Swedes looking good in this round. There's another, as all takes out Fox, and they've just been picked apart across the map here, one by one. Now Tanu and ETR find themselves together, holding each other's hands, saying, God, what do we do? Gotta find 5 angry Swedes. I don't really think we can do this, but they're going to try. They're going to be pushing short. Molotov will not slow them down, and ETR pushes through. The man who joined the server very, very late, missing his shots on the second man though. Had he hit that earlier, it could have been a different story, but he missed like 3 bursts there, and all was able to mop up. So, round by round, Publiclir clawing this one back. From a measly 2 rounds, they now sit 4 rounds behind LDLC. I certainly said Publiclir would be scratching their heads. I think LDLC now would be slightly bemused as to how this is happening. They just need 3 rounds. Oh, ETR through the smoke. Nearly on to Hatchet as well through the smoke. Cheeky. So that is actually, for once, going to be an LDLC advantage early on. Something we haven't seen too often in this half. And we certainly saw in the first half, but finally then, with a chance to make something happen. 5 on 4. Where do they want to go? It's going to be B, and they're only going to find one defending CT here. That's probably going to be Zen. It's actually Maxi with the AWP posted up on back line. Hatchet comes in with the rotate, finds one. Kabom is going to take down body before he can be a nuisance on the rotate. It's just ETR the stand-in. He's found by Maxi. Brilliant defense yet again. I must say, if Maxi had been killed a lot earlier, LDLC made the good decision pushing B, because it was just Maxi defending. Well, Hatchet rotated up the ramp, but yeah, unfortunate for LDLC, they weren't able to take down Maxi. Brilliant play by him. The bomb 17-6, Maxi 19-19, Zend on 18 as well. Hatchet and all not really stepped up too much for Publiclir on this one. Pretty much an even spread of frags apart from Fux and ETI who just came in. For LDLC, 20 for Matt, who's really stepped up on Dust too. So, quite a similar story for both teams in terms of frags. Publiclir just really need to keep doing what they're doing. They're looking very, very good here. LDLC needs somebody to just step up and make an amazing play and just inject them with a bit more, you know, put a bit more wind in their sails. They need a gust. Come by. They need one player just to go ham, make it happen. After that, it's just 2 more rounds. So far, they have just been coming up with nothing on this terrorist side, and yet again Zend answers back. I was going to say with the early frag opening, but we've already seen 1 kill, so that's 4 on 4 now as they do get control of long. It's Orr, the man who hasn't really been doing too well defending here, and here on short, Tanu comes up, takes down 2, and Matt found the defending CT player of Orr, the man who said I wasn't too impressed with on this Dust 2, and that's why he struggled a little bit. Zend gets tagged out, and this must be now. This must be an LDLC round. What they were waiting for. This is what LDLC fans were waiting for as well. The majority of you betting on the French team tonight. Crying out, just 3 rounds. Finally they land 1. Publiclir, let's have a look at their money. It should be fine. It's not too great, interestingly enough. Orr's on 12k, he will be able to drop, so they will be able to buy, don't worry about that. But Hatchet's on 750 at the moment. That's probably going to go up to about 3.5. Not a great deal of money. They will be able to rebuy it comfortably. If they lose the second one though, if they lose the one following this, could be in a tricky position. So the deficit for the first time in the second half is increased for Publiclir rather than reduced, and now it's 4. LDLC with that 1 round put themselves 1 away from securing at least overtime, so a big round for them to win. Now this would be even bigger. Publiclir just need to carry on doing what they were doing, not allow themselves to be picked off early, make sure they don't get caught out on long. Orr's positioning wasn't great, he was just against the wall. Needs to be in pit or further back in my opinion, or backed up with somebody in pit at least to set up a crossfire over that. As soon as you have 5 terrorists running at you, it becomes very difficult on that angle. Kabom jumps up, was tagged first by Body, but he was able to flick straight to the head and took down Kabom. Took down Body, should say. Apologies. He didn't go away unscathed though, he's on 12 HP. Now Hatchet's going to find a very easy frag on Matt. There's another misplay, he just exposed himself and he wasn't backed up, so there was no refrag possibility at all. So with that misplay, Publiclir see themselves in a 5 on 3. With a very good position to be in. LDLC just edging closer towards that mid area. Now this time they are backed up, so even if they are challenged, they should be able to at least get a refrag. As terrorists, you really want to be backed up. You don't want to go in on your own ever. You can avoid it. Here comes the push through CT. Can Fux find the frag onto Zend? Yes, he can. That will open things up tremendously for them. As Fux just comes in, 0 fucks given, takes down both of them. There's Tulu with a frag as well. 2 on 2 now is the score. 10 seconds on the board. Tanu finds another one. Tanu, not Tulu, my apologies. Doesn't really matter though, as Orr needs to find both frags. Whatever his name is, he has the AWP in hand. Sees it. He's going to just about get the time to whip out his Tech 9, throw the Molotov down and kill Orr before he can really do anything. And now that is 15-10. And the money for Publiclir has dried up. This is exactly what I was talking about. Having lost that 1 round, their money took a little bit of a hit. Now losing this second round, their money has been swiped from under their feet. Now LDLC, all of a sudden, 1 round away from taking this map. Earlier on, it really looked like Publiclir were back in this, but with that 1 round victory, LDLC are doing well. Kabom trying to make something happen, pushed up on his own on Cat there, all the way up mid. ETR though, standing, was wise to it. That's certainly the first step towards victory here on Dust 2. Overpass is the third map. Looking very, very likely here. This CS Arena Invitational semi-final. Now, slowly pushing their way up towards long. Publiclir seem to have kind of guessed what's going on here as they've rotated a couple of players towards this A bomb site. Zen found one in tunnels as well. That's going to give them the very best chance of doing this, but Tanu just needs to land this shot on the site, or does take one before Tanu can do that. Now Hatchet has got a very good chance of taking out two with this grenade. The grenade takes out them both! Nicely done by him. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for Publiclir. They are still in this one, but Tanu still alive. Not for long though. Hatchet, the saving grace of the Swedes there with a fantastic grenade. 11-15. Still in this. 4 rounds to find and we'll be going to overtime. The plot thickens. Maybe LDLC haven't won this yet. And look at their guns. Don't see a rifle in sight. Body doesn't even have Kevlar. There comes a push through mid. Not a good start though by Hatchet. Just gets taken out for nothing. Matt just comes in and says, we don't need guns around here. We will be taking this B bomb site and planting that bomb. Possibly taking this map with an eco. ETR also finds a frag. I think it's lights out, ladies and gentlemen. LDLC take it with just pistols. That's always a bit of a crushing blow. Nevertheless, 16-11. Exactly the same scoreline as the first map. Just in favor.